people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists.
When he uttered those infamous words that there were very fine people on both sides of the protest, including, by extension, very fine people marching with the neo-Nazis and the white supremacists.
Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side.
It's interesting, Vivek, because Tulsi says that the former president...
I'm sorry. I've been looking for that clip for so long, bro. Because people literally
Can we play it one more time?
The time.
Trump's part.
You got to hear it again, bro.
Yeah, because I heard what she said again, that analysis.
And I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people
Hold on. Yeah.
in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists.
When he uttered those infamous words.
He said
they should be condemned.
He said that. He did.
And they say he never condemned them.
Wow, bro. I've been looking for that clip for so long.
I
could not find it. And this proves it right here.
Wow.
Once again.
Wow.
This is crazy, bro.
I still can't believe y'all believed that this woman is going to win. Won last night.
No one said
y'all believe that woman won last night.
All right, bro. Let's run into the clip, bro. We talking about this, bro.
Just saying, man.
Damn. Don't bring that up, bro.
Still on topic.
Interesting, Vivek, because Tulsi says...
What did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side.
It's interesting, Vivek, because Tulsi says that the former president brought voice to the American people. Did he bring the fire to the feet of Kamala Harris? Did he press her enough on all of her flip-flops?
Well, I think the most important part was that he actually spoke for the 80-plus million Americans, probably 90-plus million Americans, if things go well, that are going to vote for him. But also for many of the Americans who may even disagree with some of his positions. They don't want to stay out of World War III. I think Donald Trump spoke really clearly to the fact that Kamala Harris's words pale in comparison to his actions in securing peace. We were on the brink of war with North Korea, kept us out of it. Avoided two major wars that we're now in, Russia, Ukraine, what's going on in the Middle East. Yeah. And so I think he really landed that. As far as it goes to holding Kamala Harris's feet to the fire, you had muted mics in each direction. That's the job of the moderators. And particularly one of the two moderators, I thought, did a disastrous job today in feigning fact checks of Donald Trump without remotely even appearing to apply those same standards to Kamala Harris. But I do trust the voters, Trace. They've been tricked by the media before. I think many voters are now attuned to that. And so what we may see is that may actually backfire in a counterintuitive way where people feel like Donald Trump's being set up.
I felt like it was the girl.
You feel like the girl did worse than
the girl did? The girl did good.
I felt like she was more biased.
Oh, you thought better, but
she fact checked one thing he said.
Wow, I thought the guy
she was kind of on his ass about the abortion thing, but the guy was definitely dick.
But she asked.
I thought he was way more biased.
Yeah, the girl asked the question that was kind of targeting Kamala. She was the only one that gave her some hard.
Like one time, I remember she didn't answer the question at all, and then they just let it ride. And then Trump did the same thing, and they was like, "Well, you didn't answer the question." I'm like,
well, yeah, it was definitely a bias.
Well, I mean, I guess so. Yeah, I mean,
it was definitely a bias panel.
I mean, it was that's how I thought I seen it.
Was ABC. You don't say
that's how I saw
ABC.
Bro, MSNBC, ABC, same people though, I think, bro. I think they're owned by the same people.
But it said hosted by ABC.
Same thing, though. Yeah.
Vice President Harris, you and President Trump were elected 4 years ago, and your opponent on the stage here tonight often asks his supporters, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle-class kid.
Yes or no, bitch?
And I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America. I believe in the ambition, the aspirations, the dreams of the American people. And that is why I imagine and have actually a plan to build what I call an opportunity economy. Because here's the thing. We know that we have a shortage of homes and housing, and the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people. We know that young families need support to raise their children, and I intend on extending a tax cut for those families of $6,000, which is the largest child tax credit that we have given in a long time, so that those young families can afford to buy a crib, buy a car seat, buy clothes for their children. My passion. One of them is small businesses. My mother raised my sister and me, but there was a woman who helped raise us. We call her our second mother. She was a small business owner. I love our small businesses. My plan is to give a $50,000 tax deduction to start up small businesses, knowing they are part of the backbone of America's economy. My opponent, on the other hand, his plan is to do what he has done before, which is to provide a tax cut for billionaires and big corporations, which will result in $5 trillion to America's deficit. My opponent has a plan that I call the Trump's sales tax, which would be a 20% tax on everyday goods that you rely on to get through the month.
It's just crazy. Like,
I wish Michelle Obama ran for president.
it's just crazy. She just say anything, bro. Like, so how the hell he gonna increase the sales tax and we really watching you in office right now, seeing everything high as hell like it's a sales tax on that bitch right now?
Yeah, and it's the inflation. And you know another thing I saw, you know the dude Mr. Wonderful from the Shark Tank who we be watching?
Yeah. Kevin,
yeah. He was saying how her plan that was when she was gonna give the tax credit to the people, remember the startup, remember that?
Yeah.
He said that that's going to raise inflation so ridiculously bad. He said all that's going to do is cause the seller to raise the price by $25,000 because he knows that they have a $25,000 credit. So in the end, all it does is just nothing for the buyer.
I feel like
He
he
was like, he don't care who's up there. He was like, I would debate on that policy alone, anybody on that policy.
I feel like that's 2 + 2 because when you give
he a
anything,
businessman.
When you give anything, especially a
When
lot of people,
everybody knows the price. It's like if everybody knows that you getting $25,000 off, yeah, we can charge $25,000 more because they getting $25,000 off.
Yeah, you know, business owners gonna have to make that profit back.
I just don't understand how the $50,000 tax credit and the $25,000 for homes. So they supposed to give you that money.
How does that fix inflation?
How does that fix inflation? How does that fix the economy?
It'll make it worse.
You know what's crazy? She always spews about taxing the rich, but why they didn't do it in this whole administration while they was in office?
They actually signed the same tax cuts and billionaire tax cuts they try to get on Trump ass about.
These niggas just
y'all think $1 billion companies will be donating to a campaign that was gonna tax them, make them pay money?
And they kept the tariffs. They kept the tariffs that put in place that Trump put in place. They kept them and then tried to say that they weren't good.
I feel like I heard this shit before, bro. Like this shit just
heard
seems.
it before. She says the same thing over and over.
Not even her. I feel like I heard this from Obama or some shit, bro. Like I just feel like these people really vote off imagination, bro.
They should have brought Michelle out there.
For homes, do you think it would happen? That's why prices have increased. Government policies, that's the problem. That's what the moderators, they never drill down. Young people, I feel so sorry for you. Really, I do. There's an economic dishonesty going on here.
Let me just ask then, since we're on the topic, Rick, how you feel about tariffs?
You know how I feel about tariffs? It's a bargaining chip. And many of the tariffs with China are still on. Once again, the moderators don't drill down on the two aspects of tariffs, but they do drill down on other areas that make no economic sense whatsoever.
But you don't think the tariffs raise prices? Just as a mathematical economic...
Listen, prices are going up no matter what, Andrew. Whether you do it on the tax side, whether you do it on the tariff side, our policies are silly. We can't be Santa Claus. All those programs aren't policies, they're promises that never get by Congress, and each one of them has a cost we can't afford because we've done this before. When you prepay and you make policies that don't make economic sense, you may think you're getting a benefit. Look at what we learned yesterday. Finally, wages reach 2019, but it doesn't reflect how much they've gone up since 2019. If you're out there and you're a young person, study up. Study up. All these superstars that made recommendations in such a timely fashion yesterday, maybe they don't feel the pain of what's going on, but I feel bad that they can't buy houses and insurance. You think these prices of insurance are going to go down, Andrew? You think people in Florida that could barely hold on to their homes could afford 300% increases in their insurance?
There is no question about that. It's a very true statement.
Right, so why don't we talk about it? Why don't we talk about it?
He mad for real.
Well, then there's other issues around climate issues and other things that are affecting things in Florida.
What issues did you learn last night?
It's a longer conversation,
Rick. The Vice President smart and she could memorize that Trump takes the bait, but the ABC people were like a turkey shoot.
They can never have
Rick, we're going to continue the conversation right now about CPI. I want to get everybody's take on what we're just hearing as it relates to this inflation data.
He was spazzing.
Man, sit your ass down, bro.
Sit down.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down on that hoot and holler.
Man, get your ass down, man. Sit your ass down, man.
He couldn't get past
Niggas want to vote off imagination.
We knew this already.
Imagination.
We knew this already.
And I'm gonna do this.
We
and
knew.
I'm gonna do this.
You gotta do
knew
the
this.
SpongeBob. Imagination.
We knew this.
The SpongeBob. Yeah, bro. You know,
y'all better get y'all.
I don't care what
y'all better
anybody
get y'all
saying.
army boots. Y'all better get y'all buzz cuts. And y'all better get on some miles and pull-ups.
I don't care what anybody got
That
to
nigga
say.
said miles and pull-ups.
Damn, y'all made it
You
out the
are a
draft.
fear-mongerer.
That's what they do.
You're a fear-mongerer.
You both made it out
That's
the
why.
draft.
Okay,
You gonna be a
that's
good
why last
soldier.
night I was just.
I'm telling
I was
you.
so upset.
Put me in demolitions.
Bro,
I got
chill,
No, they got
y'all.
you. They got
Y'all
Let's talk
26.
about, let's talk about this, bro.
I got it.
Chill out.
Boy.
Let's chill. Let's not
Boy.
talk about
Have you seen
World
Planet
War
of the
III.
Apes?
Let's not talk about World War III. Let's not talk about
This nigga here.
You.
Nigga said, you ever heard of Planet of the Apes?
He's a racist.
That was funny.
The problem is these conversations aren't being had, bro. That's why I said. That's why I want a new debate system. Two people sit down,
They need
one
a Republican
panelist,
and a
and y'all
Democrat.
have a 3-hour conversation and let people run it back all the way. Let people run it back because they're not getting to the issues. You're asking a biased ass question during the debate, and all of America seeing that shit, and they're saying Trump got cooked. Trump was cooking, Todd. You're right. Look. I went back and watched the clips. He was drilling her ass, but at the same time, bro, I just feel like it could have been more, bro, because there's so much that needs to be covered, and it never gets covered. That's why I was upset.
I just feel
But
like
if he
could've
said, they're just gonna
reiterated-
say he's a lie.
I think he should have stuck to the points more that he clearly has an advantage in, like the economy and how people are hurting.
Bro, then he's going
And
to
keeping
run
the
a
peace.
question. That's why it needs to be a conversation.
No, but she kept doing that though. She was good at like avoiding the. See, that's the problem because the moderators would let her avoid the question and say things like that, and then but they wouldn't let him do that. They would say, "Oh, you didn't answer the question,"
And then
So
say he lied.
it's hard to do that whenever. It's hard to debate in a bias, you know.
Nigga said no cats was eating. Y'all don't know how mad I got when they said no cat. Y'all don't understand my inner soul.
Niggas thought that was imagination.
My inner
That's
soul.
really going on.
They
My
do.
inner
There's some-
soul
there's a
is
black
fucked
dude who
up.
said
But
that
we
video.
said that what Trump said is imagination.
It's a video on X right now. If you haven't seen
Multiple videos.
30-minute video of a man in Springfield, Ohio, interviewing people. They're talking about their insurance going up, their property values going down, people shit getting stole, their pets going missing. They're saying this is not a race issue, it's a culture issue, it's an accountability issue, it's an issue for the community of the taxpayers that live here. You go look it up, y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on the Cartier page. Y'all go check that
That was a
out.
perfect example. The Santa example. Imagine how much inflation Santa had to go through, nigga. He just giving out toys and shit. Santa broke as hell.
Santa had to start
Giving up all them toys.
Santa started making little robots. Now he got to make an iPad. That's
Damn.
inflation. Damn.
Yeah.
Santa said, man, my gas going to the reindeer.
The reindeer eat more than they used to.
He said we got to get these new elves that know how to make
Rudolph
iPads.
Damn.
Nigga said Rudolph tired. That nigga nose don't burn bright no more.
He got to work one day a year. He ain't that tired.
Dancer and Dasher, they sick of this shit.
They say they having radiation poison.
Yeah, but that's just like a way to get elected. Just say shit, bro. Just say
That's
what
exactly
sound
what-
good.
that is
Just say
exactly-
imagine I'm gonna give this 20% cut to the middle class. I'm gonna give 40%. I'm gonna cut half.
No,
of
just saying
the
things
house
is how they
costs
get elected.
at the tax.
Think about this. What was
the
Joe
fuck is he
Biden's
talking
selling point for a lot of young people? Student loans. No one got their student. He
Trump-
just said it.
Trump brought
He
that up.
brought that up.
He brought it up.
He brought up a lot of stuff. That's why I said I don't understand how people felt like that man lost. I don't see what else he could have said during that debate. He
Bro,
stood on 10
yeah,
about
that's
the
all,
part 5.
Okay. Okay,
He broke that down.
Project
He broke the rest of
2025. He was supposed to go. I'm talking about completely in on that shit.
But
He
broke
said
down.
He said it wasn't me, and then he moved on.
Well, that's
That
what
quick.
you're supposed to do.
What
I
else
get
he
it, bro.
did
But
move on?
hey, bro, I need 30-second segment on that.
He
bro.
was supposed to
Hold
say,
on,
I'm
y'all.
Agenda 47. That's not my
Because
policy.
he supposed to go, because the media, because the Democrats, because everybody did this, and they coming up with this, and they putting down my name, my family name. He supposed to go in on that, bro.
He can't because they're going to say,
All right,
he's
bro.
lying, bro.
Yeah, but what they
They
already
ain't his
said.
panel, bro.
They said 33 Trump lies and 1 Kabbalah lie.
Chill out.
Yes, it's literally a picture right now. CNN said that. 33 Trump lies, 1 Kamala lie.
I saw it was a CNN poll, so that you can take it for how you want. But I saw a CNN poll that said 68% of people said Kamala won.
I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
But it was a lot of people saying
CNN poll.
Trump won on the economy side of it. Like I've seen that. But I mean, bro, that's what I'm saying though. Every economy poll, Trump wins.
I know.
So how the
I saw
he should have talked about that more,
said,
like JD said. JD said it, but when he came in and JD said all that, I was like, damn, that was a lot of true things he just said. They should have stuck to that, and they should have been. And that one time when he was like the abortion thing with the ban, the nationwide ban, would he veto it? And JD said he would, and then he didn't say that he said that with JD. That hurt.
I feel like that's, bro, you know it's weird.
It was honest.
I like him being brutally honest to me. If niggas
understand.
don't like the brutally honest, what the fuck problem is that?
That's not imagination enough for these niggas in America.
That shit's stupid.
The dumb ones.
So they just,
they want imagination.
They want to get just no Vaseline.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted. I'm ashamed of those moderators at ABC News. They did exactly what their bosses wanted them to do. The person who runs ABC News is a close personal friend of Kamala Harris.
Oh, wow.
That is responsible for Kamala Harris and her husband meeting. And they did Dana Walden's bidding tonight. It was 3 against 1 on that debate stage this evening. Hi, everyone. I'm Megyn Kelly, a special program tonight for you reacting to the debate. It was 3 against 1. It's very easy to look like you know what you're doing when both moderators are entirely on your side. Trump did the best he could under the circumstances, but it really was like 3 fighters in the ring pummeling one opponent. And the worst piece of all of this is the obvious tactic by ABC News, which was as follows. Mr. Trump, you said something incredibly controversial and terrible. Let me remind you of what it was. Do you have any regrets or thoughts on how terrible you were? Trump answers. Vice President Harris, how bad is Trump? And then she'd answer. It happened over and over again. That was the format. Mr. Trump, you're a piece of shit. Kamala Harris, isn't he a shit? Thank you. It was incredible.
That was it.
And then anything Trump said, fact check. And their fact checks were full of shit.
100% of the stories covered on ABC about Kamala, 100% of the time was positive. 93% of the time when they covered you, it was negative. So it was infuriating to watch them fact check you and not her when she brought up IVF, when she brought up Project 2025 several times, and when she brought up Charlottesville. Here are some of the lies that she said about you. Listen.
A detailed and dangerous plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing. Couples who pray and dream of having a family are being denied IVF treatments. If Donald Trump were to be reelected, he will sign a national abortion ban. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side. On that day, 140 law enforcement officers were injured, and some died. Donald Trump, the candidate, has said in this election there will be a bloodbath if this and the outcome of this election is not to his liking.
And the bloodbath, you were talking about the economy. It's a term that's used a lot when people are talking about a bad economy. What's your reaction to why didn't the moderators correct her?
Because they're dishonest, and because I think ABC took a big hit last night. I mean, to be honest, they're a news organization. They have to be licensed to do it. They ought to take away their license for the way they did that.
We got to find a way to stop letting fake information.
It's a big problem.
The news is getting away with this shit, and that is a problem.
Biggest problem.
And you cannot sue them or none.
It's pretty biased.
You can't say nothing about it.
Nah,
That's why a lot of people turn to independent media.
Yeah, man. It was
But
definitely
it
was definitely very biased last night in favor. They definitely, I think Megyn Kelly had the best take. They definitely got on Trump and then kind of called to her, and she didn't answer any questions. She just gave the script. It's almost like she knew what they were gonna ask beforehand. My mom bought a house, bitch. Are Americans better off? Yes or no? I don't give a damn about your mama. I don't care about your second mama.
So
I don't
I'm
care
for middle
about
class.
what. I don't give a damn.
She was
about
trying
none
to
of
make
that.
it seem like
I don't give a damn.
She made it from the mud and He came up, and then she was trying to say he's just a rich white boy.
You were middle class. That's why you went to private school in Canada. That's why you went to private boarding school in Canada.
Did she accept the second debate?
That's so middle class.
Did she accept the second debate?
I don't know.
They asked for a second one. Yeah, I saw they asked for it after
Kamala
last
did.
night. Yes.
Well,
But
I seen
they need to
also
come on Fox News. If Trump wanted, I need her to come on Fox. If he can come on CNN, he can come on MSNBC or CNBC, whatever that shit was. You can come on Fox if you really about it. If you really think you like that.
We've been forgetting. A lot of people, they don't even know. Trump went on he goes on CNN's town halls all the time. When would Kamala go on a Fox News town hall? She won't.
Well, Trump go to the opposition side on everything to talk about it, and he keep it cutthroat. That's why I was like, damn, why you don't want nobody that gonna keep it cutthroat with you?
Yeah,
why
but Taj, you was right, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Knowing that, it was super biased. Trump did probably win that one now because it didn't go how I wanted it to go.
You wanted the Joe Biden situation. I know what you wanted. You wasn't gonna get that.
It was rigged for him to lose, so technically he lost because of it being rigged, though.
Oh, duh.
I feel like
it's ABC. It's ABC, and then he went on CNN, and CNN actually did a better job than ABC.
I just don't know how you can sit there and blatantly lie.
CNN did a much better job than ABC.
How can
So it's like, personally, to me, if he can go on enemy territory twice, she needs to come on Fox. If you're if you're really a masturbator.
No, yeah, for sure. But that might be imagination.
I'm just playing, y'all.
That might be it.
But seriously, though, if she really thinks she like that, she needs to come on Fox.
That might be imagination. She might not do it.
You know what I'm proud about the debate? Y'all might say I'm weird for saying this, but I'm kind of happy he talked about the Park 5 and actually talk about his experience.
He didn't do too. I ain't gonna lie. He didn't do too good on that.
He said at the time. He said at the time. They said they admitted doing that crime.
Taj, forget what he said. Bro. Sometimes what he says doesn't hold too much weight to the people that don't.
Think about it.
So you have to go in
that help him get votes. That's what I'm.
You have to go in.
Did him addressing that help him get votes? The way he addressed that, did that help him get votes?
A lot of people
I feel like
don't
that
vote
cleared
for
that
Trump
up though, because they kind of say that was just him being racist.
It made it like he said that.
But he didn't go in on that. He didn't say. They tried to make it seem like I was racist. He didn't say that.
Nah.
He just said. They told me one thing in this thing. And
he said during that time he seen those little boys admitted to that crime on stand. He said when I saw that, I thought they did it.
Okay.
He said that. He said that.
And then he moved on.
Yes.
He should.
I think he needs to go elaborate on all the. I think he needs to elaborate on.
He didn't have enough time.
They were guilty.
He had enough time.
They said on stand that they did the crime. Okay, well, what else can you say?
The way he addressed it could have been better for swing voters.
Yeah, that's what I think, buddy. But if you feel like, obviously, I'ma feel like, and you feel like he addressed it. Okay. I want Trump, and I said the nigga ain't addressed it all the way. So obviously he didn't address it all the way. Two people feel like he didn't address it all the way, brother.
Like, so what else could he say?
I don't know, bro. He could
have been like, look, I was under the impression he
said that.
First off, that was like a long time ago. Second of all,
first off, that hurt me.
I did not. Yeah.
First off, that really hurt me.
I never want innocent people to be in jail for something they did not do. I did not know that they were not guilty.
Y'all think that
I was under the impression they were guilty. Once I found out they were not guilty, I did not want them to be punished, and they should be free. And the people who did that to them people should be punished.
Y'all think I'm an inhumane human being?
I don't really think there was anything wrong with what he said. I don't think there's anything wrong with the original statement.
For people who call him racist, the way he addressed it, they can still do that.
Listen, guys. If there's a group of people that are convicted of murder, they say we murdered it, and then someone comes out and says they admitted to murder, they should die. I don't think that's that big of a deal. I don't give a damn what color you are.
We understand.
I don't give a damn.
But it's the way
he said that these black and Mexican boys should die.
We understand.
I don't give a damn.
I'm not looking through the other
You commit crimes. You kill somebody. You kill somebody. We need an eye for an eye.
Y'all can't.
Y'all not looking through the other perspectives.
Because, bro, obviously, if she brought up a blatant Project 2025 lie and brought up the Park 5 a blatant lie, she brought it up for a reason because a lot of people believe it.
Exactly.
And if he only addresses it for 5 seconds, okay, of course for your nigga brain, and you like Trump, yes, it's gonna sound like, oh, he addressed it. Yes. He addressed it. Yes. But no, nigga, he didn't address it to the world all the way.
To me, he said during the time, bro. If you listen, he said during the time they confessed to it. What I'm supposed to do if you hear somebody say they confessed to murder?
Okay, well, me and Brock
back in the day,
me and Brock feel like he should have addressed it more, brother.
I do.
That's crazy.
I'm thinking about a black person who thinks Trump is racist already, and they only believe what CNN and the ABC has been telling them, and what other people say, and what they see on Twitter and TikTok, and then that's one thing that they really like. Well, what about that Central Park 5?
We gonna get my grandma on the channel,
addressed
y'all.
it like that. That's not good for them.
Hey, we gonna get my grandma on the channel.
Who already voted for Trump? Yes, it was addressed.
Hey, my grandma
But
watched
for the
the debate.
non-Trump voters who maybe would have voted for Trump if they like his policies, but they think he might be racist, I don't think he addressed it for them.
It's
well.
okay. We're gonna get my grandma on the channel. She watched the debate. I'm gonna say, Grandma, how do you feel about the Project 2025 stuff and the Park 5 stuff? She's gonna say, I still feel like Donald Trump is a bad person for the Park 5 stuff because he did not address it. I promise you, she's gonna say that.
I feel like a lot of people feel like that way.
Oh, well, I mean,
Not
but he addressed it though.
obviously.
He addressed it though.
Let's pull it
he
up.
must address it for a minute. Hold on, that's supposed to be a whole segment because that's hurting his. If it hurts your campaign, you need a whole minute on it.
But I'm gonna keep it 100.
Not 5 seconds, a minute, not 5.
That's not like an American problem. They were supposed to sit on that problem the whole time during the debate.
But that's hurting him his votes.
His votes.
So sit on the problem that hurts your votes. Yes.